Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to IGNova. New video today for 0653 Combined Science. A specimen paper for 2025 and for the next few years, inshallah. And make sure this is updated syllabus paper. So be careful to see changes. So let's start with question 28. A car of mass 800 kilograms is traveling in a straight line at a constant speed of 12 meters per second. A constant resultant force then acts on the car, causing the speed to increase. After 5 seconds, the speed of the car is 20 meters per second. So we have here a car moves with speed equal 12 meters per second. After time, 5 seconds, the second speed or the final speed, so initial and final speed, the final speed, it's 20 meters per second. What is the resultant force? For a force, we know that F equal mass times A. So mass, it's 800. We know that here. Acceleration, we need to calculate acceleration, which is Vf minus Vi over delta T. Vf is 20, Vi is 12, delta T is 5. So 8 over 5 will be 1.6 meter per second square. For now, easy to find force, 800 times 1.6. On calculator will be 800 times 1.6. The answer is 1280. So 1280 Newton. Option C. Question 29. A rock has a mass of 20 kilograms. The rock is at rest at height of 5 meters. Here we have a rock of 20 kilograms. H equal 5. And it then falls to the ground. What's the speed of the rock just before hitting the ground? We solved problems like that before. When you need VF, the technique to solve this is gravitational potential energy exists at the maximum height. At the end, all this GBE convert into KE. So it's easy to calculate GBE. GBE in GH. Mass is 20, G is 9.8, H is 5, so the answer will be 980 joules. That's at maximum height. At the lowest point, all GBE convert into KE, so KE equal 980, and from the rule, it's a half mv squared. If you remember how to find velocity with KE, it's root 2 KE over m. Root 2 times KE 980 over mass, which is 20. Approximately 9.9 meter per second, which is option. Question 30. A sample of substance has a definite shape and definite volume. Definite shape, definite volume, surely it's a solid. The substance changes state. The sample now has no definite shape but still has a definite volume. What is the name of the change of the state? The no definite shape but definite volume, so it's a liquid. From solid to liquid, it's not condensation, evaporation, it's a melting process. Question 31. A tank is full of warm liquid. Student wants to place cooling unit inside the tank to cool all the liquid as quickly as possible. There are two possible positions for the cooling unit, P and Q. You have here two possible positions. I'll show you the diagram. How does the cooling affect the density? Cooling affected density, it makes it denser or less dense? No, it increases density. Yeah, so it's C or D. And what is the best position? Is the best position for Q or P? Surely it's P, because B makes it denser, moves down, and less dense moves up to make a convection current. So the best position is P. So the right answer is C. Easy. Question 32. A seismic B wave primary passes the ground. What is the nature of the wave and what is the direction of vibration of the ground as the P wave passes through it? Nature of the wave, if you remember seismic wave, it's a longitudinal wave in the same direction of propagation. So direction of vibration, it's right angle, make a right angle? Surely no, it's a transverse wave. Parallel to direction of propagation, yeah, so D is the correct option. Question 33. Light passes through a glass prism and produce an spectrum. White light pass enter glass prism, which shows the correct one. We see here red at the top because it's the highest wavelength and violet is the least wavelength. So they are arranged in order. It's fine. But is this the actual path? Surely not A. Here, violet and red, surely not B. Violet and red also not red. It must be at the top because it's a high amplitude. The correct option is C. See here is at the direction. It's red. There is a refraction happen and violet here. Question 34. An electric heater and electric motor are connected to mains power supply. The power of the heater is 3 kilowatt and the power of the motor is 1 kilowatt. What is the cost? The cost of electricity is 20 cents per kilowatt per hour. In each hour, each kilowatt it costs 20 cents. What is the total cost for these two devices for 5 hours? Easy. Here, he asked for the both heater and motor, they consume 4 kilowatt for each hour. And the cost for kilowatt per each hour is $0.20. So the total cost for both devices in each hour, only 1 hour, it's 4 times 0.20, it's $0.80. For the 5 hours, so this 0.80 will be timed by 5, so it's a $4 to be used. So the correct answer is D. Easy, it's a mathematical part, mathematical question. Question 35. A quantity is defined as the electrical work done by a source in moving 1 unit of charge around a complete circle. Easy. I told you before, if you have a definition, you have to write it in symbols. Electrical work done, so you have a work here. For a unit charge, unit is denominator, so it's a Q. W over Q, it's V. V here may be electromotive force and potential difference, not electrical current or resistance. But as he told you, around the complete circuit, so I'll go for electromotive force. For potential difference, it's from one point to another point. So not C also, it's only B. Question 36. This question from new syllabus for 0653. Be careful while you're solving a question like that. Let's start. The diagram shows a battery that's connected to LEDs P, Q, and R. We have here P, Q, and R. Which LEDs are lit? Which one of them will lit? C. I'll tell you the rule. and you will find it by yourself. Here we have positive, negative. When the current moves here, it faces a gate. This gate allows current to pass. So P, while the gate faces the current, it allows current to pass. While Q and R, not the gate in the opposite side, so they will not work. Q and R will not work, so B and C are cancelled. For P, the gate must be open. And this arrow describe it's like a resistance. If the resistance in the same direction that faces the current flow, they will not pass. The right direction must be this one. If it's in the opposite side, so it will work in this case. But as original is here, so current will not pass also. So for B also will not let. So B also will not let, only none of them will not work at all. B may work when the arrows in the opposite direction. Be careful. Question 37. The diagram shows 12-volt battery connected to an ammeter and two 10-ohm resistors. 2 ohms, 2 resistors here, each one was 10. You need to find the current. Current is a voltage over resistance, but here it's parallel, so it's a combined resistance. To find combined resistance for 2 resistors equal in magnitude, so it's one of them over 2, which is 10 over 2. The answer will be 5 volts. So here, voltage is 12, RC is 5, 12 over 5, it's 2.4 amperes. Easy. Question 38. A teacher wants to connect an electric heater to the main supply. The safety label on the heater states that the heater is double insulated. What does the teacher know from reading the label? Double insulated means if you have a wire, there is a first insulator here and a second one exists. Why there is a second wire, second insulator here? See, the wire in the middle, it carries charges. That moves along the wire. It's insulated here to prevent and to keep us safe. But sometimes even this insulator, it charged. So the second insulator, the second insulating process, it's considered like earthing. Prevent any charges to leak. That's more safety now. For that, the outer casing of the heater doesn't need to be earthed, because it's earthed already. So A is correct answer. Must be earthed? Surely no. Fuses or switches also no. This is one of idea that not mentioned in previous syllabus. A planet orbits the sun with an orbital speed of 48 km per second. You have here speed equal 48 km per second. The radius of the orbit is 5.7, so radius of the orbit, because orbit is a circle, or here it's a 5.7 times 10 power 7 kilometers. So he need to find the orbital period, which is the time dq. From rule, S equal distance over time. So time is distance over speed, but the distance here, it is the orbital path. which described by circumference of the circle. The circumference, it's a 2 by r, don't forget. So it's a 2 by r over speed. Substituting numbers, 2 times by 3.14, r is 5.7 times 10 power 7. And speed, it's 48. By calculator, it's equal to 7457500, which is, by rounding, it's 7.5 times 10 power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6. So it's 7.5 times 10 power 6, option B. Last question. Which sequence is a part of the life cycle of a small star about the same size of our sun? Small star, it's a red giant, in the beginning. Not red, supergiant. Because even it's small, so cannot be supergiant. Red giant plus, then it's planetary nebula or supernova? No, planetary nebula. So A is the correct option. And by now, we are done with this paper 0653. See you next time with IG Nova with more past papers for a checkpoint. And IGCSE is an A level also. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.